It's time for the period show. New News Report, Monday, October 20th, 2014. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Your news headlines here. Our top story at 12 noon here is in Dallas, where Ebola fears began to ease some for today as a monitoring period passed for these who have close contact with a victim of the disease after a cruise ship scare ended with a boat returned to the port and a lab worker on board tested negative for Ebola. In Turkey, in a significant shift, Turkey's top diplomat announced on Monday that his country is helping Iraq Kurdish fighters across to Syria to give support to fellow Kurds defending the border town of Kobani from Islamic State militants. Police in Northern India are investigating the deaths of 7 women whose bodies were found over the weekend after the officers arrested a man in connection with one of their deaths, officials said. In West Africa, Ebola, a Nigerian port health official speaks to a passenger at the arrivals hall at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos, Nigeria, August 2014. What does it mean for the Ebola outbreak to end? Like a driver obeying the commands of a GPS system, even as passengers shot that the car is clearly headed toward a ditch, IBM's chief executive officer, Ginny Rometty, has followed the profit roadmap laid out by her predecessor. The South American Goliath bird eater is one of the world's largest predators, according to Guinness World Records. Its legs can catch up to 1 foot and it can weigh up to 6 ounces. Peter Neseku has taken a nighttime walk. In April, an investment vehicle owned by Ma, currently Alibaba's executive chairman, and Simon Z, another executive, agreed to buy a stake of more than 20% in Hansen. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan accepted the resignation of 2 female cabinet members on Monday and quickly appointed 2 successors. And Amara stopped for a selfie with European Commission President Jose Manuel Barroso outside Chatham House in London on Monday. Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi on Monday ruled out to any foreign ground intervention to assist government forces in retaking territory lost to jihadists and urged Sunnis to give up such hopes. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are expecting their second child in April next year, as Candidate Press has said, as pregnancy has already been announced, but the due date has not been revealed. Differences over debt prepayments remain. Ukraine struggles to secure funds for Russia gas payment. NAFTA says talks should be aimed for a term deal. Police call for the discovery of human remains as significant development in the disappearance of a missing University of Virginia student, but many questions still remain unanswered. Monica Lewinsky has been broken a decade-long silence to adapt her campaign to end cyberbullying and today's toxic culture of internet shaming. A woman out for a walk Friday night spotted a rifle to the man with a mud-covered face near Pocono Mountain East High School in Swiftwater as a likely Eric Fine decided to cause the school to boost security. The Supreme Court said on Monday they will decide whether Los Angeles police can enter hotels and motels and demand to check the registry of guests without a search warrant. Stocks are mixed Monday with the Dow ding of a big profit miss for IBM as of 11:27 a.m. Eastern Time. As of noontime, the Dow is 16,356.23, down 24.18, S&P 500 589.49, up 8.73, and Nasdaq 4290.39, up 31.95. Canadian Pacific Railway Limited said exporter talks have ended on possible merger with CSX Corporation to form a transcontinental railroad, while signaling it will keep pushing for consolidation. Central bankers to the rescue, or are they? St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank President James Bull generally struck some support last week after observing the Bloomberg News that the Fed should consider delaying the end of its third round of bond buying. Apple begins its Apple Pay mobile wallet service just hours before the company announces its quarterly earnings. There are some significant restrictions on the service, and it certainly won't hit the levels of revenue that the iPhone currently generates. Microsoft has already proven its potency in the cloud area. It's one of the 3 companies with the scale, resources, and know-how to dominate the booming $1 billion market. CEO Satya Nadella told CNBC. The Amazon Kindle Voyage is hands down to the best ebook reader available. In fact, most people will still be served just fine by the Kindle Paperwhite. Very startup around print wins the box office weekend race. Poor Bob, poor Bob, poor Bob is not often that one of the side characters of the Walking Dead gets a nice moment. Usually all the joy, relief, laughter, and romance are reserved for Rick, Gerald, McCone, or a select few other favorite characters. In what scientists are called once in a lifetime event, common sighting as spring buzz past Mars under watch of 7 spacecraft operated around the red planet. The atmospheric conditions that led to the so-called 38 decades ago are present today, says researchers. Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf attends the opening ceremony at the 22nd annual session of the African Union Summit in Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa. The World Health Organization is the world's biggest, most important public body that has major successes endured that millions of children worldwide are free from the danger of polio. as he was WHO under fire over response to epidemic. Taking a look at the New England Incident Alerts here at 12:05 here. In Newton, Massachusetts on Clyde Street, vehicle versus house police division minor PI. Drake, Massachusetts on Greenmount Avenue and Spring Park area. Search for canine entry suspect. A canine doing a track in the woods. A Greenmount school put in lockdown. Take a look at Fox News here at 12:05 here. Slava Varda was arrested Monday morning on domestic violence charges has been suspended indefinitely from Los Angeles Kings pending a formal investigation by the National Hockey League. Peyton Manning broke Brett Favre's all-time passing touchdown record with as the Denver Broncos soared past the San Francisco 49ers, 42-17. The path the Royals took to the host of the Kansas City's first World Series game since 1985, which they will do Tuesday appears that first let's be Charlie Wiggle as they look like a bit the 2007 Colorado Rockies, which they lost to the Boston Red Sox in 07 here. And on Monday Night Football, Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Houston Texans here. Peter Childers on 12:06. Start off our travel report here, and in Sale Rancher, exit right lane, blocked Interstate 93 northbound at exit 2 on Pelham Road on Route 97 here. So traffic to that exit out of that area. And Mass Pike a little slow in the BU section down through the Austin Rentals due to some road construction. Also, road construction right lane closed on Mass Pike eastbound between Interchange 20, Austin Rentals Tolls eastbound at Prudential Tunnel in Boston here. And Mass Pike in the westbound side, slow around Logan Airport search as we approach the 10 Williams Tunnel here. And down in Crescent Rhode Island, 295 southbound slow from Route 14 in Crescent to Route 12 Crescent here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute around the region here on this Monday at noontime here. As we take a look at our weather scene here, this afternoon, most of the skies got about 56 degrees southwest, wind about 9 miles per hour. Tonight, chance of showers barely after 1 a.m. Most of the skies got low about 44 degrees, southward about 5 miles per hour, coming evening. Precipitation is 30%, new precipitation about 3 to 10 for the quarter inch possible. Tuesday, chance of showers, skies got high about 63 degrees, calm wind coming eastward 5 to 7 miles per hour. In the afternoon, precipitation 50%. New precipitation amounts between a 10 and quarter inch possible. Tuesday night, rain likely, rain after 2 a.m. Cloudy skies with a low of 49 degrees, dark about 5 to 7 miles per hour, precipitation 6%. New precipitation amounts between a quarter and a half inch possible. Wednesday, rain likely, cloud skies, high about 59, low about 49 degrees. Dark wind about 9 to 11 miles per hour, precipitation 70%. Thursday, rain likely with cloud skies, high about 60, low about 46 degrees. Chance of precipitation in the range of 40 to 70%. Friday, chance of showers with most skies, high about 60, low about 44 degrees. Precipitation 30%. Saturday, most of the sky high about 64, low about 44 degrees. And for Sunday, sky high about 38 degrees. Norton temperature here at noontime here is 49 degrees with fair skies. And that's going to be it for the video channel Noon News Report on this October 20th, 2014. PG with have a good day. And I'll see you for later because I'm going to be at the Norton High School doing the Norton Lancers Bills Box Girls Soccer game. And then I'm going to go to the town meeting at Norton High for the town of Norton at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to be having a busy day and time to have a recap of the Norton town meetings on my late night report. Plus, Lancers Box soccer results. Have a good day.